If there's one thing Star Wars Visions has done for the future of Star Wars, it's opening the door for more non-canon Star Wars projects. I'm about halfway through watching all of the Visions shorts, still a few more to go, and of the ones I've watched, only a couple have disappointed. Really fun stuff, the Elder do the dude with the double lights of what? But Disney have recently come out and said they'd be interested in working on more non-canon Star Wars projects, which is a huge deal because it means we could see more games, TV shows, maybe even more films venture beyond what they've done over the past 10 or so years. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Did you guys notice how in the Duel, the Sith made it look super easy to use this spinning umbrella lightsaber? Like, I'd be so afraid of how dangerous this thing is. Just make one mistake and it's all over. And speaking of something that's easy to use, I've seen heaps of people using this new web browser and I've been meaning to start using it myself and was like, dude, they have Star Wars backgrounds. Why did I not start using this thing ages ago? This is Opera GX, a browser made specifically for gamers. But what does that mean? Well, it comes with a bunch of added features that are unique to this browser and tailored to gamers, such as GX Control, which allows you to modify the amount of RAM and bandwidth allocated to Opera GX to help prevent lag and issues while gaming. Alright, that's cool and all, but my favorite part of this browser is the customization. You can modify the theme, the colors, and even download an animated Star Wars background. Come on, man. It also has integrated tabs for apps like Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Twitter, Discord, and Twitch, so you don't have to have separate tabs and windows open for all this stuff. They're all just here. You can also connect it to a bunch of music apps like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, SoundCloud, all of that. It's super easy to use and everything is all in one place. And it's completely free. You can use the link in the description to download it right now and check out the mobile version. And thanks to Opera GX for reaching out and sponsoring this video. To begin with, Disney were all about expanding the existing Star Wars story. We gotta tell more Skywalker, finish that up, wrap that up, maybe even do 7, 10, 11, 12, get that done. Who knows down the track, but it seemed like that was their early intention. And now that all of those new projects are up and running and, they've done the films, they've got the new TV series out and more coming, it looks as if they're wanting to get a little experimental. And there's new evidence of that in the Knights of the Old Republic remake and also in Star Wars Visions. They want to, go back to their college days and start being like, but what if he has 10 lightsabers? Stuff like that. The other day, there was an interview with James Waugh, a Lucasfilm vice president, and he was asked whether the company are interested in making more non-canon content like Star Wars Visions. And this was his reply. It's something we're interested in. The reason we approached Visions as it was is we wanted to empower specific creators within their process and medium. So much of the stuff you see in Visions, the specificity of anime as a medium justifies a lot of the storytelling. Each one is, very particular in the way it tells the story and that influences what they're able to do with it. It's allowed to be ridiculous and absurd, but also at the same time still contribute to the universe and the lore and our understanding of that. So do I think we could do more non-timeline storytelling? I think under the Visions framework, absolutely. There is a certain joy in having celebratory content that's removed from the gravitas of the canon. We'll have to see what the fandom wants. To me, this says they're even open to doing a Visions Season 2. I mean, as far as I can tell, it's been successful for them. I've seen a lot of people watching Visions. Obviously not as popular as, The Mandalorian and stuff, but it has its place, right? And Disney are already working on a bunch of non-canon Star Wars projects. They're already putting this into practice. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is one of them. Sure, yes, it's following the Skywalker Saga, but this actual depiction of Star Wars isn't canon. It's Lego, it's a parody. It's just for the fun of it. And the same goes for the Knights of the Old Republic remake. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong on this and please don't destroy me in the comments, but KOTOR was never actually considered canon. It falls into the EU, the expanded universe, Star Wars Legends, and for a number of years, Disney have been wanting to do a remake or even start working with that time period of what was told through KOTOR. Kathleen Kennedy even confirmed they were doing something with KOTOR back in 2019, so they've had this on the table for a while and they've been wanting to start things. So now that they've actually come out and confirmed they're interested in telling more stories that don't need to be part of the larger Star Wars narrative, what kind of projects could we expect to see? Well, I'd say they'll start dipping more and more into what already exists in Star Wars Legends, which is kind of what they've started to do as well, what they've already been doing, as well as experiment with newer stories like what we've seen in Star Wars Visions. I'd say we'll see projects similar to The Force Unleashed come back into the picture, that kind of ultra explosive, over-the-top Star Wars, whether it's in the action or even in the narrative elements such as cloning or just other ridiculous stuff that happens in the EU. Darth Talon, am I right, people? Let's get a story with Darth Talon and Maul and, make that a thing. I'm really disappointed none of the Visions creators did that, but Maybe got rejected, not Disney friendly. But we've seen some of this ultra explosive Star Wars in Visions. The twins I found to be a lot like that. Just, ridiculously absurd. What are these characters even doing? You've got 6 whip lightsaber things, you're both in space, and you're not even wearing breathing apparatus. Lucasfilm approved. So I had all this in the back of my head while watching Visions. Hey, none of this stuff counts towards the canon. They're just external Star Wars stories, for the fun of it. But then I watched The Ninth Jedi, which completely changed my perspective on all of this. Even if these aren't part of the main Star Wars story and aren't considered canon, they could be. This one really took me by surprise. These Jedi, inverted commas, are all called to this place to collect lightsabers, but they're not sure this message they received is legit. Seems a little creepy and weird, right? Like this guy might just be a Sith in disguise. But my question for all of these guys is, do you all not have a spam folder? Randomly all receive message from creepy dude in a cloak with red eyes telling you he's trying to restore the Jedi Order and to meet at this location for a free lightsaber. It sounds like the biggest scam. Just give me your name, your address, and your bank account details, and we'll work on getting you that lightsaber. Seriously, sounds like this is straight out of my spam folder. What's the dude's name? Margrave? Come on. But what I found to be so powerful about this episode was that it felt like the start of something much larger, and also picked up the Star Wars story sometime after The Rise of Skywalker. There are no more Jedi, and I won't spoil it for you in case you haven't seen it, but the story here was believable and had, I think, the best twist out of all the shorts I've watched so far. For me, apart from a few technical details, the Star Wars nerd canon thing, this one does fit into the canon, and a lot of people have said they want to see the continuation of this because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. They've left the door open here in case we get a Vision season 2, or it's just, production IG, the dudes who made this one, trying to convince Lucasfilm, hey, we want to develop this into a miniseries and, give us more money. The other Visions episode that really stood out to me was The Elder, even though I found some of the dialogue to be really clunky. I felt this short could also fit the canon. This one is set sometime before the Phantom Menace, when the Jedi Order are still, pre-Order 66, pre-Youngling slaughterings. And again, everything that happens in this one is believable in the canon. A master and a Padawan. They sense a disturbance in the Force and come across a lone Sith warrior who's become a victim of time. He's old man. Wrinkly. And it's got that spaghetti western vibe, while also contributing another story that's outside of the Skywalker saga, which is why, so far, this episode and The Ninth Jedi have stood out to me. Both are set outside of the saga, but still make reference to it. The Elder is set way before, while The Ninth Jedi is set afterwards. We roughly know what the galaxy is like during both these times. Before, the Jedi are the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, and the Republic is going strong. Afterwards, there's chaos. The ideals of the Jedi and the Sith still exist, but they're scattered and unorganized. And I felt this was portrayed really well in both of these. I loved that they kind of, made reference and really respected what had come before. And then you've got the complete opposite side of Star Wars Visions in The Twins and Tatooine Rhapsody, both absurd, dramatized depictions of the galaxy far, far away. I mean, I can see the humor in Tatooine Rhapsody and where they're going here, and I get it's just for the fun of it, but Jabba tapping his tail to the beat of the song just took me right out of it. Yes, this is just a fun Star Wars fan film. That's what it felt like anyway. It feels like a fan film. And then I felt the duel was somewhere in between, believable within the canon, but also absurd in some of the stylization. The weapons, like this spinning umbrella lightsaber. So cool. It's like Hagrid up here with the lightsaber umbrella. Look at it. Umbrella weapon. Spinning that thing around. He knows what's going on. And this is the kind of Star Wars legends I want more of. Not so over the top as the twins, but enough to be like, whoa, cool, check out the droid bounty hunter with a Gatling gun. I'd love to know what you guys thought of Visions, and if you'd want to see more non-canon Star Wars projects in the future, and if so, what would they be? You want that more Talon idea to come to life? Let me know in the comments. Lots of Star Wars clips happening over on the Clips channel. Go check it out, and come follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming, news, updates, everything else. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.